Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Welcome to Bagh School, Physics Department, Grade 7, Lesson number 1. Dear students, we are going to start the first chapter, Plant Organs. Before we discuss the plant organs, we will we must understand the basic knowledge of the organisms. In this lesson, we will understand the following. Number 1, cell. Number 2, multicellular organisms. Number 3, unicellular organisms. And tissues. Finally, the organ and organ system. Dear students, as you see the diagram, this is a human diagram which consists of many organs like heart, lungs, liver, intestine, stomach, brain, etc. Cells basically are the building blocks of organisms as brick in the wall. Many bricks combine together to form a wall, and plants and animals are made up of building blocks which are called cell. Cell may have different shapes. This is the shape of the plant cells, and each cell has a specific task and features. This cells consist of the parts like nucleus, cytoplasm, and Golgi bodies, ribosome, etc. These cells will be discussed later on in chapter number 3. So many living things consist of vast number of cells working in concert with one another. These kind of organisms are known as multicellular organisms, and some have only single cell known as unicellular organisms. The parts of the cells, all cells are made from the same major classes of organic molecules, which are nucleic acid, proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. Though they are small, cells have evolved into a vast variety of shapes and sizes. And together they form tissues. When the cells combine each other, they form the tissues. And when tissues are combined, they form organs. And when organs combine, they form organ system, and organ systems combine together to form organisms. So cells have, this is an animal cell, or it may have different types of the parts, that is nucleus, cytoplasm, ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, etc., which will be discussed later on. Multicellular organisms are those organisms which are made up of multiple cells. They are classified in 13 major groups of terrestrial living beings, including animals, plants, fungi, ciliates, and algae. The number of cells per organisms range from some tens to up to several million cells. The plant are also made up of cells and organs, tissues, organ system, and itself organisms plant. Unicellular organisms only consist of a single cell like amoeba, paramecium, and euglena. They have only single cell. When cells combine together, they form tissues, and tissues are group of cells that have similar structure and act together to perform a specific task and function. These are four different types of tissues in animals, that is connective tissues, muscles, nervous tissues, and epithelial tissues. Animal tissues can be seen in the picture. Plant tissues again are divided into three types: vascular, ground, and epidermal tissues. Groups of tissues make up organ in the body, such as brain and heart, but in plants, the organs are roots, leaves, stem, and reproductive organs. So, in next lesson, we will discuss the plant organs. In this lesson, we have discussed what is cell, tissues, and organ, what are unicellular and multicellular organisms, what are animals and plant organs, and in the next lesson, we will discuss plant organs in detail. Thank you very much.